Welcome to the lecture on Engineering Statistics and Linear Algebra. So in this lecture, I am going to discuss briefly about the four fundamental subspaces. So first we will see what is this four fundamental subspaces. The subspaces can be described in two ways actually. The first one is the set of vectors that spans the space. Example, the column spans the column spaces here. It includes useless vectors such as dependent columns. Similarly, the second condition is which conditions that the vectors in space must satisfy. Example, the null space consists of all the vectors that satisfy the condition Ax is equal to 0. And it includes the repeated conditions like the dependent rows here. So now we will see what are those four fundamental subspaces. The first one is column space of the matrix A, and it is denoted by the symbol C of A. Second one is the null space of the matrix A, and it is denoted by the symbol N of A. The row space of the matrix A, which is the column space of A transpose. So to find the row space of A, I am going to find the column transpose of the column space of the A transpose matrix. I am converting the matrix A into A transpose. I am going to find the column space of that particular matrix, and it is denoted by C of A transpose. And the next one is the left null space of A, which is the null space of A transpose. So to find the null space of A, same thing, we have to find the null space of A transpose, and it is denoted by the symbol N of A transpose. So first we'll see what is meant by column space of A. In linear algebra, the column space C of A of the matrix, sometimes it may be called as an range of the given matrix. So it is a set of all possible linear combinations of its column vectors. So the column space of M cross N matrix is the subspace of M-dimensional Euclidean space. Okay, the dimension of the column space is called the rank of the matrix here. So the actual definition of column space of the matrix A is given by that A be a matrix of order M cross N. Then the column space C of A is defined by the set C of A is equal to set of all the linear combinations of the column space of columns of A. So for example, I am having the matrix A, which is M cross N matrix. So now I am going to express each columns is a linear column combination. So that is the column space of A can be represented as the linear combination of each columns of the matrix A. Next one is row space of A matrix. That is, we can find the column space of A transpose matrix. The row space of A is the column space of A transpose and is defined as a set of all the linear combination of rows of the A matrix. For example, the matrix A will be same, that is M cross N matrix I am taking. Then the row space of A is the subspace of R power N spanned by the row vectors of A. That is, the row space of A or column space of A transpose is given by each the linear combination of each rows of the given matrix A we can represent like this. That is alpha 1 into row of A matrix plus alpha into the row number 2 of A matrix, etc., etc., alpha n into row number n of the A matrix. So where this alpha 1, alpha 2, etc., etc., alpha n will belong to the field R. Null space of A. So if A is a M cross N matrix, then the set of all solution of homogeneous system of linear equations Ax is equal to 0 is a subspace of R power N. So if you find a solution of this system Ax is equal to 0, then we'll be getting the null space of A, and it is denoted by N of A. So where this N of A will be given by X belongs to R power N with the condition that Ax is equal to 0. The null space of A is also called as the solution space of the homogeneous system of equation Ax is equal to 0. The left null space of A or null space of A transpose. So if A is a M cross N matrix again, then A transpose will be an N cross M matrix. Its null space is a subspace of R power M here. The vector Y has a M components can be written as Y transpose into A is equal to 0. So those components will be multiplied with the row of A to produce the 0 row. So it is given by Y transpose into A is equal to the 0 row matrix I'm taking here. It implies that the dimension of the left null space will be equal to M minus R. So where M is nothing but number of columns of the A transpose or rows of the A matrix, and R is nothing but the rank of the A transpose matrix. So for any matrix, the number of pivot variables plus the number of free variables must match the total number of columns here. Example, find the four fundamental subspace for the matrix A is equal to 1 0 1, 2 1 2, 3 1 3. So it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, and also we have to establish the relationship between NA and the null space of A and column space of A transpose, and the null space of A transpose with the column space of the A matrix. So we'll see first how to find the four fundamental subspaces of the given matrix. So first thing is, take the matrix A is equal to 1 0 1, 2 1 2, 3 1 3. So first you perform the row operations to get an echelon form for the given matrix A. So R2 will be, I'm doing the operations like R2 is equal to R2 minus 2 R1, R3 is equal to R3 minus 3 R1. So if I perform these operations, the matrix will be of the form 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. I got it. So again, to make this one as 0, I'll be making the operation like R3 is equal to R3 minus R2. I'll be getting 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1. I can make it. So B1 B2. So I can take this one as the column number B1, B2, B3. So therefore I can conclude that the echelon form of A will be equal to 2 non-zero rows here. Correct now? Because this will be equal to 2 pivot variables will be equal to the rank of A is equal to 2. I got it. So therefore I can conclude that the column space of A will be given by 1 2 3. The first column and the next column will be the column space of the given matrix. That is the column with pivot elements in the echelon form will be taking here. That is of the B1 and B2 one here. Next one. The corresponding columns in the A matrix. So it will be equal to what? So these are the corresponding columns in the A matrix here. So I'll be taking that matrix there. Therefore, the elementary row operations do not change the relationship among the columns here. So therefore, the dimension of the column space of A matrix will be equal to 2. Will be same as the rank of the A matrix here. So next one, row space of A will be equal to what? The column space of A transpose. Now I want to find the A transpose matrix. I want to find the column space of that A transpose matrix now. So A transpose will be what? 1 2 3 0 1 1 1 2 3. Again perform the row operations to get the echelon form. I am doing the operation like R2 is equal to R3 minus R1. I'll be getting 1 2 3 0 1 1 0 0 0. So I'll be taking this one as B1, B2, B3. So the rank of this particular A transpose matrix will be 2. I got it. So now I want to find the column space of A transpose. It will be equal to what? 1 0 1 2 1 2. I can write it. The first two. 1 0 1 2 1 2. So I got the column space of the A matrix like it will be equal to what? B1, B2 of the echelon form of A transpose. Therefore, the A1, A2 of the matrix A transpose, I can write it. So therefore, the dimension of this row space of the matrix A will be given by 2. So now I want to find the null space of A. So we know that the null space of A will be given by the solving for X in the equation Ax is equal to 0. So take A matrix and take X as a column matrix with a 0 column matrix. I'll be getting 1 0 1 2 1 2 3 1 3 0 0 as an augmented matrix here. So now you expand this one to get an echelon form by keeping x1 x2 are pivot variables. X is a free variable here. On expanding the echelon form, I'll be getting that x1 x2 are the pivot variables here according to this one. Since here x3 is not existing, I can write x3 is a free variable. So I'll be keeping x is equal to some variable t. So if I replace x3 is equal to t here, obviously I can find x2 is equal to 0. So x2 will be 0. And from this one I'll be having x1 plus x3 will be 0. So x1 is equal to I got minus x3. So x1 will be minus t. I got it. So now I can write x1, x2, x3 as minus t, 0 t, or t if I take common factor I'll be having minus 1, 0, 1. Therefore the null space of the matrix A, that is span of the minus 1, 0, 1, I can write it. So then hence the dimension of null space of A will be equal to what? 1. That is because of n minus r. Where this n stands for number of unknowns in the given equation, r is nothing but a rank of the matrix, I'll be getting 1. Next is left null space of A. So the left null space of A will be equal to the null space of A transpose. So I'll be finding the value of Y from the equation A transpose into Y is equal to 0. So take the equation A transpose into Y is equal to 0. Take a transpose matrix with a Y column matrix is equal to 0 matrix. So on performing the echelon form with the row operations, I'll be getting the matrix like this. So from this one I can say that Y1 and Y2 are pivot variables and Y3 is a free variable. So I can replace Y3 is equal to some variable called as S. So then from this S I can find the value of Y2. Y2 will be equal to what? Minus Y3, it will be equal to minus S. So from this Y2 and Y3 I can find the value of Y1 from this equation. I'll be getting Y1 is equal to minus S. So if I replace this value here, Y1, Y2, Y3 will be equal to minus S, S, minus S, S. If I take S common factor, I will be getting minus 1, minus 1, 1. So therefore the null space of A transpose will be equal to what? Span of minus 1, minus 1, 1. So therefore the dimension of left null space of A will be equal to 1. Obviously that is because of M minus R with number of unknowns minus the rank of the matrix will be equal to 1. I will get it. So now to find the relationship between the column space of the matrix A and the null space of the matrix A transpose. The column space of A is given by 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 1. Null space of A transpose is minus 1, minus 1, 1. So if I found the inner product of the column space of A matrix with the null space of A transpose matrix, I'll be getting 1, 2, 3 into minus 1, minus 1, 1. I'll be getting the value 0. I'm finding the multiplication of these two matrices. Similarly, I'm multiplying 0, 1, 1 matrix with minus 1, minus 1 and 1. I'll be getting 0. So what I can conclude here means the column space of A matrix will be orthogonal to the null space of the A transpose matrix. The next one is to find the relationship between the row space of A matrix and the null space of A matrix. So therefore the row space of A will be equal to what? Column space of A transpose, it will be equal to 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the null space of A is given by minus 1, 0, 1. I'm going to multiply one vector with the null space of A vector. I'll be getting 1, 0, 1 with minus 1, 0, 1. The answer will be 0. Again with the one more vector 2, 1, 2 with minus 1, 0, 1. I'll be getting minus 2 plus 2, it will be 0. So similarly here also I can conclude that the row space of A will be orthogonal to the null space of the A matrix. Thank you.